This week, I want to share one of the huge mistakes job applicants make when they come in to talk to me. Hi, this is Larry Kaye with ShadowAnyone.com and the creator of the Investigator's Ultimate Guide, which is premium private investigator training from someone who's been there and done that. This is a mistake that I've seen job applicants make time and time again for years. Even before I got my PI license, when I used to work loss prevention, I was the guy that would hire people or do that initial interview if their application passed, if their resume looked good, whatever it was. I was the one who would call them and do that initial interview and move them along through the food chain to get a job. And here's what they would do. I saw this time and time again. Applicants, usually men, would make this mistake. They would come in dressed, and this was an undercover position, right? A loss prevention, for example. And even then, as I got my PI license and was hiring people, I would run into this because they're thinking you got to be undercover. They would come in dressed to show me how undercover they could be. So scroungy clothes, torn t-shirt, torn blue jeans, that type of thing. And I understand the sentiment. I understand if you don't work in this industry or you're just trying to get into it, the interesting, kind of a glamorous aspect of it is to blend in with the place you're going to work. But here's the mistake, and here's the reason it's a mistake. I can dress you down. I can put you in torn clothes and stuff from the thrift store. By the way, thrift store shopping, totally acceptable. Thrift store jacket right here. I think thrift store shirt too. I'm a cheap guy, but you can still look nice. But here's the problem. I can dress down an applicant, right, to make them fit into a person that I hire, fit into the role that they need to be undercover for. I'm looking to see how professional you are. The person who comes in with a button-down shirt, a jacket, even a tie maybe. My goodness, I would see this every now and then, and I would think to myself, nice try, trying to get over on me, present yourself as more professional, but it still had an effect on me. I still admired the fact, even if the guy was trying to hustle me in a sense, I like the fact that he had the sophistication to know he's supposed to try to hustle me. He wore the right thing to the job interview. So what do you wear to job interviews then? When you're going to interview for anything from straight up security job, loss prevention, private investigator, whatever it might be, dress professionally. Years ago, we used to say dress like you're going to church. But if you've been to church lately, and I hope you have been, you will know that that's not necessarily the standard anymore. People don't dress up for church like they used to. So the idea here is dress for a job interview. I would say think in terms of how you would dress for court. I think if you follow that basic rule of thumb, no matter the time, the season, and no matter what fashions are popular at that moment, you're kind of going to be in the right ballpark, and you probably will set yourself apart from many of the other applicants, and certainly heads above the applicant that comes in trying to show how scutsy he can dress if it's needed for a case that they're working. This tip this week, this is the type of thing that can change the course of a career. Getting the interview, that's tough. If you're trying to get into this industry, you know that. It can be tough to get an interview, especially for a private investigator job. I don't want to see you blow the one opportunity that you're going to get, or have to try another 100 applications before you get another opportunity and blow it because you wore the wrong thing. So please take this to heart and act upon it. In the meantime, this is Larry Kaye with ShadowAnyone.com. Remember, do the right thing, even if it's the hard thing.